Hello everyone, I am here. Releasing a product allows the creator to take in the input of the average consumer so that they can better themselves the next time they release something new. Toyota took a radical approach to this by asking players in GT Sport to participate in sanctioned FIA races, racing them against the car's rivals virtually in lobby racing, or to simply just enjoy thrashing them around in time trial or arcade mode. A year ago, Toyota came back in spades to the virtual world with the release of the GR Supra racing concept, a teaser for the road car, but disguised in that sleek GT3 body kit. Then lo and behold, the actual Supra RZ came out, and then the Supra GT4. The same Supra that Toyota's CEO, yeah, the CEO, brought around the Nürburgring 24 Hours race that same year. The race where stuff like this happens.
We were describing that the bonnet was up, but in his endeavours, unlike because there was a Porsche earlier on that had its bonnet up. Yeah. And
surely, a car capable of not embarrassing itself like its BMW brother is one to excite the fans, right? Well, not all of them. The majority of the community still wears the rose-tinted glasses that they bought immediately after watching the first Fast and Furious film. I'm not one of them. The first outing of the new Supra did everything I loved with the Toyota 86 GT, but faster, more enjoyable, and much wilder. Now, how does the new 2020 Supra stack up against its already excellent older sister? First and foremost, there is absolutely no change aesthetically. Everything is still short and bulky and very much Japanese in nature. From the free-flowing lines down to the car's little sticky-out arrow pieces, this is still very much an FT1 for the road, although there's no argument that we'd like to see something as sleek as the FT1 on the road. Please? Maybe? Somehow? Whatever. New to this year, though, is the new Horizon Blue A1 edition. Silly name, I know. This light blue comes with an all-black interior accented by blue stitching. And added to the mix are all-black versions of last year's split 5-spokes. For the car you see today, I put on a set of Race 57 Transcends to stand out a little bit from the hundreds of thousands of players with the same color scheme. We're all original, aren't we? Besides the point, look how photogenic it is! You just want to take more like POW! 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 Yeah! Okay, it's time for the important stuff. This year's Supra boasts a power increase. Toyota had bumped the BMW-derived V58 from 335 horsepower to an astounding 382. Now, this may not sound like much on the face of it. However, increasing a car's standard power for the next model year requires balancing of all other factors to make sure it's as reliable as last year. Well, I hope, anyways. For the 2020 though, Toyota had to say goodbye to a little bit of fuel economy. But this is GT Sport. It's a racing game. Sometimes there's fuel consumption, sometimes there's not. Today, we don't care about that. Sadly, I struggle to feel any benefit from the added power. Maybe the retuning and extra 10 kilograms of weight are doing something strange? Maybe it's GT Sport and the lack of any sense of speed? Or maybe it's just me and I have absolutely nothing in the way of feeling anything. I only noticed this difference under braking. During my run, you can notice me going much wider than I should. These are braking points that I've taken by memory from driving the 2019 Supra. Which means Toyota had not uprated the brakes to work with the added power. You'd have to do a lot more guesswork when transitioning between the two cars. Do you brake at the 100 board or the 125? I don't know! Oh, you can blame my driving. I'm no Nations Cup contender anyways. Through a handling viewpoint around this track, it also feels a lot more tame than last year. It understeers when you push it, and it doesn't change directions as neatly as the 2019 car, which leads to moments like bruh. Okay, in hindsight, that may have also been a braking problem, but shh, no one knows. For some, this might be a good thing. Less oversteer means more stability in the long run. I'm sure there's someone far better than me who can Fujiwara zone his way beyond the understeer. They also get to enjoy that crackling inline 6 sound even more. You still get fun moments though, smoky ones at least. Overall, this feels slower to drive, weirdly enough, than the preceding model. Yet, time proves me wrong. The new Supra is more than a second quicker around Kyoto Driving Park Yamagiwa, it's a fake track, don't bother looking it up, than the preceding model. I can argue, however, that it felt less enjoyable than the lap I did months ago with the older car. Interesting enough, however, the much heavier but much more powerful Lexus LC500, which everyone thinks should be a Supra, but it's not, runs almost a second quicker than the actual Supra. But the witchcraft regarding that LC500 is a story for another time. Perhaps the feedback Toyota's been getting was more beneficial towards the car's general performance when it comes to power figures, weight, or lap times around the Nürburgring, which is ironic considering the engineers behind the Supra built the car to be something that toys with your emotions and makes you ooze with serotonin and dopamine in your head. Some of that edge here has been lost with the new Supra. Sure, it's faster, but am I really having that much more fun? That's a question I will be leaving to you, if anyone sees this at all, or enjoys it. If you do, I'll be sure to make more reviews like this. I've been doing reviews like this, but on paper and somewhere where people don't see my name. But this is entirely new for me. Make sure you do all the things YouTubers tell you to do at the end of the video, like, comment, subscribe. Apparently that helps me out to some degree. And with that, goodbye friends, I am gone.